Hey guys, James again for TFB TV, and today on TFB TV, I'm really excited to bring you the exact M4 rifle used by our military, the FN M4. Well, one minor difference, it doesn't shoot full auto. It does have the three-way selector switch, but no matter how hard you push, you're not going to be able to get this thing all the way over to party mode. But this is from FN's new military collector series, and FN calls this a replica of the M4 rifle used by the military. Obviously, there's some differences, the chief one being this is not a fully automatic rifle, but other than that, this gun is virtually identical from the front to the back. A lot of people are really into mil-spec rifles, buying a mil-spec M4 or M16, a rifle that's built to military specification. Well, you can't get closer than the FN. Up unto this point, Colt with the LE6920 was the closest thing you could get to an off-the-rack, as-issued, mil-spec M4. There are a lot of knockoff M4s out there, but Colt's a military contractor, and you can buy a 6920 and get the next best thing, the semi-automatic version of the rifle that they issue to the armed forces. Well, now FN's throwing its hat in that ring with this M4, and I also today have the FN M16. Now, I've already shot this gun a little bit today, and it is exactly what you'd expect. It works perfectly, it handles well, it shoots well, and it comes well equipped from the factory. So here's one thing I want you to keep in mind, and everybody hold your breath, finish what you're drinking so you don't spit it all over your computer. MSRP on this guy, on this and the M16 version, $1,749. But let's break that down for a second. So $1,749, that's MSRP. Street, which this is a pre-production model. I don't know that they're commercially available yet at the time I'm filming this, and I could see these selling for $1,500. Well, a Colt 6920 is between $900 and $1,000, and people buy those up every day. So the question is, are you getting $500 to $800 in additional value in this FN M4? Well, the one I'm holding is the standard out of the box. This is how it comes off the rack when you buy it. Comes with a plain ass M4 6-position collapsible stock, plain M4 M16 grip, the cheapo plastic grip. It does have an ambi safety, and it has the three-way selector. Also, keeping in mind that this is designed to be a replica for collectors, this does have the UID, as you can see, the UID plate on the receiver with the barcode. Standard charging handle, standard GI mil-spec trigger, standard bolt release, standard mag release, so nothing exciting so far. But the FN does come with some features that the 6920 doesn't out of the box. The FN does come with a Maytech rear backup iron sight, elevation adjustable. It does come with an ambidextrous safety selector switch. It also comes packaged with the Knights Armament quad rail, which a lot of people consider Knights Armament to be the gold standard for rails, handguards, and AR accessories in general. It comes with a couple of rail covers as well, quick disconnect rail covers. Comes with a Knights Armament vertical foregrip, and I do like the sling loop on the barrel being on the left side versus underneath where it typically is. So you're not really making up the difference with accessories between the 6920 and the FN M4, which is more expensive than the 6920. However, this is the closest thing that you're going to get to an actual issue M4 that's not fully automatic, of course. FN really wants to emphasize that this gun is almost an off-the-rack M4 as issued to the military. And as I said, they've also sent me the M16 version, which is the 20-inch model, which of course comes with a rifle-length gas system and a rifle-length Knights Armament quad rail system with, again, the VFG and the rail covers. So let's go over the specs in these guns real quick, and then I'll take them out to the range. The FN M16 collector rifle is 5.56 NATO or 223. It's got a 20-inch barrel with a 1 7/inch right-hand twist. The barrel material is 4140 alloy steel, button broached and chrome plated. It has an A2 style flash hider. It has the A2 front sight, and it comes with a Maytech backup iron sight. It comes with a fixed A2 style stock, and the foregrip is the Knights Armament M5 adapter with an empty magazine, the sights installed, and a vertical grip, the vertical foregrip. It comes in at 8.3 pounds. It's 39.7 inches long, 2.7 inches wide. On the M4 model, it comes with a collapsible 6-position buttstock, the Knights Armament M4 RAS rail adapter with the adapter covers, and it weighs 6.6 pounds, pretty lightweight. The length is 30.75 inches. Length of pull is adjustable from 11 to 14 inches. And again, the MSRP is $1,749. And while the M4 comes similarly packaged as the M16 and costs the same, with the M4 you get 2 empty boxes. The barrels are chrome lined, which was something I feel like 5 years ago I wouldn't have to mention, but now with the budget AR market taking off and there being all these alternative coatings, I think it bears mentioning. Yeah, I mean, shoots wonderfully. It's a nice clean break on the trigger. I gotta tell you, I'm not a huge fan of the Matek of the rear sight that comes on here. I do like the click adjustable elevation. It goes from 200 meters all the way out to 600 meters. That's a really cool feature, but there's something about rapid acquisition, switching from target to target with the small peep sight that just makes it, it slows you down when you're trying to orient the rear peep sight with the front sight. So I don't know if it's just me, but this actually, it does seem like otherwise a really nice sight. I like the elevation adjustment, and I like the fact it's got a very easy click adjustable left or right windage dial. So here I've got it fitted with an Aimpoint Micro, which is my personal favorite close quarter optic. Works great at a range like this, like 25 yards out. Very fast, but for the most part parallax free, and should work perfectly on this M4. Yeah, works great. Woo! This rail's getting a little hot, especially up here by the gas block. But the trigger, of course, is nothing to write home about. It's a standard GI trigger. A lot of people like the GI triggers for their reliability and their durability, and the fact that they're predictable and consistent typically from model to model to model. But again, that's what you're buying. This is the military collector series, not the Geissele tournament gun series. Now, another thing, I know a lot of you guys like to get a beer can grip on the VFG. I really don't. I prefer to do a half grip on it. I think it works great. Give that a shot at home if you're a beer can grip kind of guy. I think you'll be pleasantly surprised. And I gotta tell you guys, I am not a big fan of these Knights rail covers at all. You have to press this tab in, quite a bit of pressure. Fuck. Press this tab in and then slide them out. So if you have anything like this foregrip in the way, you've got to remove it before you can actually move the rail covers off. So I really don't like these. All right, guys, let's really air out this FN M4. I've got a full 60 round Magpul D60 drum. It's loaded with Wolf and Ventura munitions, their house-made stuff. So, it's a little over 100 degrees out here right now. Humidity's probably 120%. So this thing's really gonna stretch on this. Let's see how it does. All right, here goes nothing. Oh, and there it is. Woo! Damn. Yeah, man, this thing got it going. You know what? Let's toss another mag in this M4. I'll punish it with a little more wolf. There we go. Took all that time. Man, this thing's blazing. Not bad, not bad. I haven't cleaned this gun since I got it. FN sent it to me, and it was, loaded with not Cosmoline, but it's with preservative. I haven't cleaned it or lubed it. This is the second or third range visit I've had with it. So I haven't been paying much attention to the FN M16, and that's not its fault. There are a lot of people that really love the 20-inch guns with the fixed butt stocks like this M16. I'm not one of them. I think they're heavy. I think they're big. Don't get me wrong. I would 10 times rather shoot one of these prone. I'm really into the lightweight guns. Just something like this. I forget how much it weighs, like 8, 9 pounds. Way too heavy for me to care about. But let's shoot it. I mean, big surprise, it works. It's a little heavy. Feels pretty badass, to wield something like a large 5.56 rifle like this, almost no recoil. And you guys know with that extra 4 inches of barrel, I guess, if I had to guess, I'd say you probably are gonna get like another maybe 200, 250 feet per second in velocity from a 55 grain round. And let me mention something too, since these guns are mil-spec, they have 1 7-inch twist barrels. It's a little fast. So these really are kind of geared towards the 62 grain and 70 plus grain. The barrels are at least. I wanted to mention another thing about mil-spec, the fact that these guns are mil-spec. The bolt carriers are going to be high pressure tested and magnetic particle inspected, and probably going to be Carpenter 158 steel, which means that the bolt, which is the heart of the gun, one of the most critical components. I mean, even if the gun's inaccurate, who cares as long as it's running, and what keeps it running? That's the bolt and the bolt carrier. So that's really what you're getting with these FNs is when you're paying for mil-spec, you're getting the toughest possible components from the lowest possible bidder, and I mean that in the best way. All right, guys, final thoughts on the FN M4 and M16. These are top of the line AR-15s. They're mil-spec, they meet or exceed military specifications. These are almost exactly the guns that are issued to our boys overseas in the military, which is a very comforting fact because these are top of the line ARs. So I have no complaints about these guns other than what you get for the price. The problem with the M4 and the M16 is that they are $1,749.99. Anyways, thanks again for watching, guys. I really appreciate it. Don't forget to subscribe, and I will see you next week. Thanks again.